All right, we have some measures of central tendencies. So you already know how to do this. You know how to find the mean, which is the average, the median, which is the middle number when the numbers are in order, and the mode, which is the number that occurs most often, okay? These are called measures of central tendency because they're supposed to fall within the center of your numbers. And if they don't, either A, you did something wrong, or B, you shouldn't use that measure to describe your data. We're going to talk about line plots and extreme values. Extreme values are often called outliers. They're numbers that will affect your mean. And if there's an extreme value, you wouldn't want to use the mean to describe your data. For example, if you're buying houses and almost all the houses you're looking at are like 224,000, 219,000, 235,000, and then another house that's like 1,642,000. I'll live there. That extreme value will say that will cause your average to go higher. And if it causes your average to go higher, then I shouldn't use my mean as a way to describe my data. I should use my median or my mode. We also wouldn't use mode if everything was occurring more than once. Median is often our best used number. So here we go. Find the mean, the median, and the mode of the revenues. So first of all, the mean, I'm going to add them all up, divide by 10, and find my mean, 379 and 8/10. Remember, it should fall somewhere in the center of your data. So if you got something crazy like 3,000, you know you did something wrong. Your median is taking those numbers and putting them in order and then finding the center. When there's an even number of numbers, there will be called a fake median. So you take the two in the middle and you find the average of those two. Just be careful on your calculator to put parentheses around these so that you're telling your calculator to add before it divides. So there's your median. Your mode, I don't see any number that occurs most often. So in this case, there is no mode. So there's no mode. So you're going to do the same thing with this. You're going to add all the numbers up, divide by the number of numbers. Then you're going to put the numbers in order, find the middle number, and then look and see, does one occur most often? And 85 does. And if you notice, if you're doing it right and your numbers are all pretty close together, then your mean, median, and mode should accurately reflect your numbers. This is called a line plot. So it's kind of like a bar graph, but with X's. So it says gold medals earned by each country that participated in the 98 Winter Olympic Games. Find the mean, the median, and the mode. So the mean, you're going to have to count. These are all of the survey, the people that gave you information, okay? So you're going to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times 0 plus 1 times 2 plus 2 times 4 plus 3 times 2 plus 5 times 2 plus 6 times 2 plus 9 plus 10 plus 12 will give you the sum. Then you count the total number of X's, and that's what you'll divide it by. So this is what it looks like. That's your mean. Your median is the number that occurs in the middle. So you have 24 pieces of information. That means there's 2 in the middle. So take 2 away from this and then divide that in half. That'll tell you how many X's you should count in. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So these 2 are in the middle. So your median is 2. Makes sense. And your mode is easy. It's the one that occurs most often with the most X's. So 0 is your mode. I definitely wouldn't use my mode to describe my data. I would use probably more my mean and my median in this case. So we do it again here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. There's 20 pieces of data. So I know once I do 2 plus 3 times 2 plus 4 times 5 plus 5 times 6 plus 3 times 6 plus 2 times 8 plus 10 divided by 20, I'll find my mean. My median looks pretty clear. If there's 20, there's 2 in the middle. Divide 18. Take those 2 out of the middle. Take and divide this by 2. So I'm going to count 9 x's. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I expected that to be the median. It's also the mode because it's the one that occurs most often. And there you go. Quiz scores identify the extreme value. Can you see the extreme value? 0 is extreme value, and it's going to affect your mean by dragging it down. That's the only thing you need to tell me. You can find the mean with it and find the mean without it, and you can see the difference. So it dragged it down here versus here, it kept it at 8 2/10. So a lot of times if I give a quiz or a test and you want to know what your average class grade is, if I have an extreme, somebody who failed the test and most of you passed it, I will take the extreme value out and give you a more accurate average of the class. Of course, nobody fails. Same thing here. Based on the averages, which bookstore pays its employers better? So you're just going to find the average of each one and find out which one pays better. And there's no mode. Same thing. Okay, this is a work backwards problem. So this one's important for you to pay attention to. Remember how to find the mean. You add all the numbers up and divide by the numbers that you have. So it's telling you what the average is. So it's saying your average is equal to 146. Remember, it's the sum over the number of numbers. Okay? So I know I have 138 plus 140 plus 145 plus X, because I don't know what her fourth game is. Jenny's bowling average is 146. Today she bowled 138, 140, and 145. What does she need to score on her fourth score to maintain this average of 146? So 4 scores. So you're going to do 138 plus 140 plus 145. So 138 plus 140 plus 145. I get 423 plus X over 4 equals 146. Keep this in mind because all year we'll talk about this. The only way to start to solve this is to get rid of the denominator. The only way to get rid of the denominator, it's a division problem. How do you undo division? With multiplication. So I'm going to multiply both sides by 4. Why? Because this will allow me to get rid of the denominator, which I want to do. So I'm going to do 146 times 4, and I'm going to get 584 equals 423 plus X. Now solve for X. Add negative 423 to both sides. And find out what she needs to get. What does she need to get in order to maintain her average? She needs to get 161. Good luck. She doesn't look like she's very close to getting that, does she? She better start to bowl maybe a little bit better. Still, all those scores are way better than I could do, so I guess I can't really talk, can I? There you go. Okay, same kind of process here. She wants to do 4 tests. So she wants to maintain her average. I don't know why she would want to maintain an average at 82%. You would think that she would want to go higher. Because 82%, although is very good, I think that she's already been at an 85, so she probably should try just a little bit harder to go higher than that. So we're going to start here. You're going to add 73 plus 82 plus 85 to get the part of the sum that you know, plus x divided by 4 equals 82. Now remember, you need to get rid of that 4. So the only way to get rid of it, it's division, undo with multiplication. So we'll go ahead and multiply both sides by 4. And I do 82 times 4 is 328. Equals 240 plus x. And then go ahead and take that 328 and take away 240 from it to find out that she needs to get an 88 on her next quiz. Well, all right. But you know what? If she got higher than that, she could probably get her average up. So maybe she should study a little bit more and she can get that percentage up and get a higher percent. Good luck.